you guys are very different in very like obvious ways, but you guys still, it's kind of like the assembly line, and it all comes together. You know what I'm saying?
Mooney definitely take $1 and turn it into 100. So you know, I come back off something, and you know, he'll just be like, "What you gonna do with that money? You gonna be on another stain another week?"
Well, I know Mooney's mind is very. You have a lot of business endeavors that you think about on a regular basis, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean? Is it just a regular day of like? Did you even really want to rap initially, or was it something?
I always wanted to rap, but you know, I always had a plan A, B, C, and D. I figured, you know, when you're trying to make it in life, you can never just make it off of a plan A. It's only a very slim few that make it off of a plan A. So you know, it's always good to stack your deck and just, you know, work on them, you know. And man, I'm Mooney the hustler, man. That's what I do.
Yeah, hustler, landlord, he a pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you did some time too, like in the midst of what was going on and everything too.
In the midst of hustling too, you know, it's pros and cons.
He got the manual coming out. Do's and don'ts to that.
to handling your 3 years and not getting into no trouble.
Yeah. That was definitely a time of my life, man. It was, you know, I was just out there just getting it, you know. And in the midst, you know, I got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, you know. But you know, it made me, part of that made me who I am today too, you know. I was able to make it through that struggle, you know, and live through it, you know, tell people, you know, and come out and, you know, reevaluate some things for myself, you know. So, you know, jail was you know, I wouldn't say it was all the way bad, you know, for me, you know. It taught me to be a man, taught me to be patient with some things, you know.
So when you look at young cats like Chicago's own, young cat like Chief Keef, you know what I mean?
That's our little brother, man.
You know what I'm saying? And he's had his, you know, he's on like house arrest. He's had his things with weapons and everything. When you see someone like that, do you feel like, all right, I got to sit down and talk to old boy so he don't end up like how I ended up?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I speak on it with them, man. I try not to preach on them because if you preach to them, they ain't gonna listen to them. Like, you know, they don't want to hear it like that. But they know we out here. We've been through what they going through, so they tend to listen to us. And then we come at them a certain type of way. We don't just sit and be preaching at them, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to hear that shit.
But you've had time, like,
I ain't finna let them just go past and just let it go past. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Because they look up to us. You know what I'm saying? They coming up listening to our music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I mean, within people think on the public sense that you guys are like 2-year vets and everything, but you guys have been at this for 15 years, man.
See, when he got locked up, you know what I'm saying, that set us back. Then we had to start from ground one. Then you gotta understand, Chicago wasn't just like a hip hop scene. They had artists, but we ain't had no buildings, no Sonys and Def Jams in Chicago. So it took us a little while, man. We had to, you know, we did it right when the internet just came. So we was out going state to state. It was different than just putting your video and getting a million views and then coming to you. We had to put that work in, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that not just that. Chicago, when Chicago got popping, I'd say in the early 2000s, had a different face. I think people saw it more conscious with the Lupes when Common started popping off. Kanye's early days, you know what I mean? And you guys made gangster rap.
Well, we like kind of birthed that, you know what I'm saying? We was the first ones to step out there, man, and just do it and not let nobody change what we're doing. We want to tell the Chicago story because Chicago is 99.9% gangster. That's just really what it is, man.
Yeah, no, the gang culture is definitely started heavily around there and everything.
It's organizations, man. I hate to use the word gang.
Okay.
Nah, for real, because it's real. You know, they paint us out. Okay, Chicago is like, man, we the murder capital. Murder capital, you know what I'm saying? And that's not nothing I'm proud of, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
so,
understandable.
On that note, man, it's like we gotta tell that story. This is what we know. We ain't advocating, but we telling that story so people know what Chicago is about, man. But you got your flip side to it too.
It's hard to really talk about anything else in Chicago. We got crooked governors, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
our studio is right smack dab in the middle of the hood, like, you know. When we come out the studio, like, we are products of our environment, you know what I'm saying?
because of the time period that it took you guys to get to where you're at, you guys are in the game mature. You know what I mean? You see it a lot differently than these other dudes do. You know what I mean? You know how to approach it. You guys speak very well. Like, I remember having a conversation earlier. I'm like, yo, these dudes is gangster, but they're very educated in what they're talking about. It's not just random nonsense and being ignorant for the sake of being ignorant. You know what I mean?
You can't be a gangster, man. You're a dummy, man. You can't. Nobody gonna listen to you, and you can't lead. A gangster is somebody who stand up for themselves, man. Stand up for what they believe in. You know, they ain't just somebody I don't know, wild cowboy. You got other names for that.
Yeah. So, like, do you guys kind of look almost surprised that people have taken on to the type of music that you guys are making, being the fact that it's not popularly selling, you know what I'm saying, like it used to?
I mean, like gangster music?
Yeah,
gangster
yeah.
music.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not selling, you know what I mean, like it used to, but people hear you guys and they're like, yo, that's refreshing though. Like, I remember that. Like, I miss that.
Cause we make it tasteful.
Yeah.
You know, like, we don't just, yeah, we gonna shoot them, we gonna kill them. Like, when you hear that music, you be like, damn, it feel good, and they talking, you know what I'm saying? We telling our story, man, and a lot of times when you tell a story with a movement along with it, people tend to gravitate to it. You know?
I don't lie, man. Like we just doing us and doing what we know, but by us being artists, man, we like go for the best production.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know quality and quantity is both important, but you know, we both mostly was just at the quality. Now we understand the nature of the game as far as career move. You gotta have quantity as well. So we trying to incorporate them both, man. You know, so we started out with the quality, man. Quality of production, quality. How we took our time, not took too much time, like take forever, but we took time and made and thought out our songs.
Well crafted.
Yeah, make sure it's well crafted, man.
Because of how you guys craft the songs, that's why your visuals seem to be as seamless as they are also. Right. You know what I mean? It's almost like you already, I think a lot of times people make music and when you come up with the visual aspect, you're like, damn, what are we going to do for this visual because this song's so wild. Right. You guys kind of just write the treatment within the song. Like it's already there. We could just make the video, just listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it you could make life easier for yourselves when it comes to that.
Because when you listen to that music and you close your eyes and you can see it, and then when you you see us on TV and you like, damn, I closed my eyes and envisioned the same thing that was gonna be. This like butter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Diamond shining every time you see it. Via stones keep my wrist froze like a TV dim. Yeah. Welcome home. All my guys are Peter fans. I'm finding shooters out and all you niggas yelling free to hit us.